Good morning, Michelle Saxman here, and ready to share with you some time with Jesus Calling by Sarah Young on July the 15th. And again, not reading from the book, so I'm going to try to just base it, just really reading from my notes. But I'm going to give you something to contemplate. And again, in the midst of all the chaos in our external circumstances, we are called to be the source of peace, to be a reflection of His light, His love, His peace. Jesus did not come to create followers. Jesus came to create leaders. Jesus did not come to create Christians. He came to create Christs. And the way we do that is when we allow our flame, the piece of us that is made in His image and likeness, when we fan that flame with His powerful presence. So thank you for inviting me into your quiet time, your prayer time, your petition time, your meditation time. Thank you. So the readings for July the 15th, the very first phrase, do not worry about tomorrow. And I have two takeaways on that. Worry is praying, thinking about what you do not want to have happen. You're praying from down here. You're praying from fear, what I don't want to have happen. That is what worry is, praying for what you don't want. We are invited and reminded to pray from the kingdom, to pray from a place of gratitude, petitioning, and thanks for what we do want to have happen. Positive expectation. And then the next thing is being mindful on this journey of self-awareness, being mindful. When am I in the future tense? The words that I'm using are the reflection of my internal dialogue where I am, or am I in the past tense? And so one time at the church service, they were literally talking about our tense and knowing where we are when we're in the future tense, when we're in the past tense, because we are going to experience Him in the present tense. So on to the readings for today. And the first one is Matthew chapter 6, verse 34. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Just a great reminder. Worry is praying, thinking about what we don't want to have happen, kind of calling that into our presence. Instead, switch gears, switch the conductor of the brain train, turn the keys over from the culture, from fear, from scarcity, into abundance, into gratitude with positive expectation. The next reading is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. But He said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. I think I have shared with y'all, I've been through seasons where I've been like, this wasn't me who was able to get me here. It was Christ within me. It was my faith. And when you think about it, my faith is my belief system. So making sure we are anchored in the kingdom, we are anchored in His truths of the Bible, and then being able to know that His grace is sufficient, even for the next 24 hours, even for the next minute, even for the next breath at times. And then the final reading is Psalm chapter 62, verse 8. Trust in Him at all times, you people. Pour out your heart before Him. God is a refuge for us. Trust in Him at all times. When things are going great, make sure we're giving Him thanks. When we are in a season of trouble or, trials and tribulations, adversity, turn them into an adventure. Make Him your partner. So I'll go through my notes for today. So I'm not reading from the book. Tense living, future tense, past tense, staying in the present tense. And then in our human form, it is natural by our neurochemistry, how we were designed by our Father, our Creator. Anxious thoughts will crisscross in our brain. We are going to be inclined to be in this world and not of this world, to have anxious thoughts. But on this journey of self-awareness, it is learning to capture those thoughts. Take a couple of deep breaths. Return the keys back to the conductor, the correct conductor of the brain train. So when worry, fear, and doubt are running away, and that's where you're focusing on, take a couple of deep breaths, take aim, take focus, return to His powerful presence. Do not worry about tomorrow. His grace is sufficient. You'll have a super blessed day. Stay connected to the vine, and I will talk to you soon.